That is odd. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna just pen out some of this. Not sure why the quality's so bad, but we will have to just deal with that. So yeah, right now, let's see. I'm very confused why the quality is so bad. How odd. Okay. Well, let's see. We're gonna do some outlining on Shisui down here. I think based on my references, it looks about right. There you go. His nose, I think we're gonna move it in a little bit more. You can see that's kind of Shisui. The camera quality is very, very bad. I'm not really sure why. I have a good phone, but yeah, so I think what we're gonna go with, we'll do this right here and then a little bit smaller in the nose. And then I think we'll keep that out. Give it a little bit more shape, and then there we go. I think let's move it in here. Just get Joker in, of course. Yeah, so what do we next here? I think we'll go on the hair, because this is my wider pen, so my sister got me some new pens for Christmas, so I'm excited to use those, but I'm trying to use these up while I can and then move on to the next ones. So that's his first strand of hair. We'll keep going. Second strand. It's going to be a little bit further off, like that, on a curve. And this is the easy part. I mean, drawing it's over, so that's the hard part done, thank goodness. I actually find drawing a lot more relaxing because if you mess up, you can kind of go back, but it's much harder to go back when you're penning like that. Like ideally, I wouldn't have wanted it to look so bad. One thing I'm trying to work on is genuinely my ability to draw lines. I mean, it could use some work, so because I do too much of that where I like to go and guide the line and do small little scabs to create a line, but it's really not ideal. There's his other hair. That's going to look a little bit strange in the fire because those are little sparks of fire, little parts of the flame from Itachi's, which I did Itachi quite a while ago. Earlier this semester, I did Itachi. And then just now, I just felt like, actually, what inspired me, I saw an edit of Itachi and Shisui, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make that art of them. I guess I was kind of waiting for something to do with this Itachi drawing because I didn't have much to do. It was originally just the fire coming out of him, and then I thought, well, maybe we can do a little bit more because there's so much space. So now, just for an explanation, this is the Itachi's Mangekyou Sharingan, and then this is Shisui, of course, with the crow. But I have the crow coming out of Itachi because, of course, that's that shared symbolism. And I'm gonna try and do something here where the black of the crow and the black of his cloak merge, so it almost becomes one. And of course, Shisui right there. I originally wasn't gonna do Shisui; I was just gonna do the crow, but I felt like he's so connected to his Mangekyou Sharingan. At this point, you have to put Shisui in. So here he is, more work, but it's worth it. Penning down the spine of the book is just hell. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to go buy some proper drawing paper because this right now does not work. The sketchbook, I want to do large drawings, and the sketchbook just doesn't work for that. So that's it. Let's do. We'll do his headband. I like it. It's very satisfying. Though I like being able to correct all these issues I find with the art. Let's see. The stuff I do wrong the first time around. There we go. We just go like that. We might have to do part of an ear there, actually. Now that I realize it, because the technical space is there. Let's do... Maybe that should have gone a little bit lower, but whatever. It's not going to be even. It's not the end of the world. No, I'll probably go silent for a very long period of time because this is just one of my habits. Nice, even hair around the ear that is so common. Let's see. Well, I hope I like the ear because that is not going to change. The shape will not be changing now. I really don't like the ear, actually. I didn't put enough curve into it, and I'm actually quite upset now, but it's too late for that. That's part of the process. You got to face the mistakes and improve from there. Plus, who is even seeing this? I mean, no one's going to see this drawing. It's very uncharacteristic of me to go live, but I don't know. I felt like maybe, I don't know, even if one person saw it and maybe felt, interested to go draw, it would be pretty fun to do that, to be drawing with someone. So that would be cool. Also, I really do love the show a lot. I really, truly have a special place for Naruto in my heart. Over here, I actually have a, if it lights up, I have this, I got these figurines for Christmas. They're really cool, so I put them around that poster. Anyway, back to the focus. There we go. The hair looks pretty good, actually, for Shisui. He's got that, like, kind of just couple spiky hair, and then it's very simply done after that. We have the flames over here. That's good. I think next, for the crow's eye, we're going to need more my thinner pen. So let's just start so long on the headband. This is going to be really annoying because the spine of the book is right where I need a pen. So... I tried. It's something I need to work on, but so you can't really get mad. I mean, it's on the spine of the book there. It's really difficult to do. And then I think I'm going to come down here. But I'm going to keep it a little bit higher than I drew originally because I noticed the headband's a little bit slanted, so let's keep it a little bit higher. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's okay. It's not the best, actually. Penning is not something I enjoy doing, so... It'll have to do. It'll have to do. It is the best I can do for middle of the page. I'm going to look up my reference again for this. No, not that. That was just to draw a crow, because I genuinely don't know how I would draw a crow. Let's see. I do want to know a little bit how to pen in terms of shading. I want to make sure I get the shading right, so I'm looking at my reference picture again over here on the side. Okay. Okay, music's back. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. So in terms of the leaf emblem, we're gonna just straight redo that because it's just a bit high up. It's a bit strange. That's fine. Okay, and then I'm gonna follow it because I'm feeling kind of lazy. A little bit tight there. There you go. I mean, you know what it is. You know what village it is. That is a really rough leaf village symbol, but you know what village it is, and you can't argue with that. There's the mouth. Very simple. I mean, his mouth cuts off when it comes to the page. We're not going to fill the whole thing with Shisui. So let's do the eyes. We're going to just change marker. So I think everything up here is good. Maybe there's typically like another lower layer to the bandana, the metal plates. So we're going to just draw the lower layer for accuracy's sake. There's always one when you look at it from the front perspective or bottom perspective. We know these things. Okay. That one's done. And I lost the cap to my pen. That's great. Oh, there it is. Okay. Generally, even if no one joins these videos, which I mean, I actually more so hope they don't, but I mean, I feel I'd share it if I do. If anyone joins, that's cool, but if not, it's actually still extremely productive because I do like to talk out loud and like think about what I'm doing rather than just do it. So here we have the 005. So this is a very fine tip, and this is exactly what we need for the crow's eye. Wow. Okay, not bad. Good. I'm okay. I'm on. No major issues. It's a little bit new to try and control a small little tip like this, but okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. There we go. Okay. That's actually quite well done. I'm very happy with that, especially because my penny needs quite a bit of work. So let's see. We know the shading there I need to do. Let's do like the line out here. Just one simple line. Very thin. Those are good, and we're good there. Okay, now let's do his eye. Specifically, this needs quite a bit of work, I feel. That is genuinely an improvement, I have to say. Okay. There we go. That is definitely one way for the eyebrow to end up. I think it would be better if it was how it was, but I think this gives his face a little bit of intensity, so I'm gonna say that's actually a good mistake. Let's get the bottom of the eye. Get in the zone here. Come on. Good. There we go. The sharpness to the edge of the eye. I'm okay with that. That's good. Okay, I like how I did that eye. Not bad at all. I'm actually quite happy with it. We take those. We take those. The perimeter of the eye is going to be a little bit thicker because there's some definition around it. I am quite happy with the eye. I think we're good on Shisui. We're good on his little guy. I mean, there are some like underlines, I think, on the eagle, not the eagle, the crow. What am I talking about? There we go. Yeah, I like that. Some shaping on it. I put some guidelines here to kind of guide the process because I knew there were like little bits on here. It's about right. I'm being quite quiet, and somehow my mom's telling me to be even quieter in the next room, so I don't know how that's possible. That was good. Probably would have been smart to use a ruler for that, but maybe it's my music, because I don't think my voice would be going over there. But the music's gonna have to turn down then. Not like anyone is listening, so... That's just gonna be the corner of his headband. It'll be important later on. So I think Shisui's good. Itachi's obviously done. So we'll move over here to the Mangekyou Sharingan of Itachi. And let's pen that, and then let's be done with this part. Okay. So here we go. I already outlined the box because I wanted to draw crows around it. So anything on that box will not get color, but I was just trying to section everything off well. And I'm gonna try and use a reference for this too, to get an idea just of how it will finally look. Because I think the headband's in there too. And we might want to make like a reflection of white, yeah. So let's use a thicker one here. It's going to be really thick, but there we go for that, because it doesn't need all that. And then that's good. And I'd even be willing to do the line here in this pen. There we go. That's clean. It's always satisfying. If I had to say my favorite Uchiha, it's something I always think about. I think I have to. It's gonna either be Obito, because his story centers so much around love, and obviously that's such a central theme. And of course, everyone can connect to love, so I connect to it on a deep level. Especially the idea of like loving a person to the point that you can't even imagine them as like not living. And kind of also, yeah, when something bad happens to a loved one, just wanting to completely take revenge. But I will probably say in the end it's going to be Uchiha. It's going to be Itachi Uchiha, because I admire his protecting of his own of his younger brother, which I just don't think is really matched in any other Uchiha on that level. I have two younger sisters, and I know, if I was put in a position like Itachi, I would not hesitate to protect my younger sisters. That is for sure. So I'm gonna go with Itachi, but not for the classical reasons. Yeah, it's cliche, but you know what I mean. There's he's popular for a reason. Let's just say that. So I'm okay with the Sharingan. I could have done it better, but we take those. We take those. Maybe I'll speed this up later and make it into a time-lapse video. That might not be a bad idea. I would have preferred if this was more round, but we're gonna have to take it for what it is. Now let's do a clean line down. There we go. I see Madara's dilemma, but I don't think that I would call him my favorite Uchiha. His idea, I think he might have been one of my preferred Uchihas earlier on, but what he kind of evolved into, yeah, I get what it's supposed to demonstrate, but personally, then just he becomes something that I feel like I don't really associate so much with, and can't really understand too well, frankly. I'm also not exactly very oppressed, so he came from a very oppressed group of people. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's do... Hey, once we erase this, we'll be able to get started on inking. I might have to do some colored pencil stuff here, because I started with colored pencil before I got these new markers, which, shout out to my sister, obviously, got me those. Let's see. the 3. For this part, I want to make sure we're really delicate. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, that's it. That is it. We're gonna actually just do that instead. Yeah, because I don't like how long that was. That doesn't look right, what I originally had there. What we'll do here, though, that definitely is right. Okay. Patch that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There is Itachi's one single piece of hair. I mean, maybe it's not as accurate as it could be, but that's the general shape. And I don't like Madara because I genuinely despise the war arc, and that's where he's that's basically where he does everything. So I'm not the most keen on it or him. In all honesty, I don't have any idea what I'm doing drawing right now, because I haven't done art in a very long time. And I don't know, I've been in college this semester, and just, I guess, suddenly, felt kind of called to do some art, and I felt like it would be a good thing to do, good outlet, and it has been. I like to be a part of the fan base and create art of it. Sometimes I just think, wow, how cool it would be imagine if I had invented something that was so successful that some random kid in college was just drawing it for fun on their holiday. And frankly, I don't just do it for my holiday. I do it for all school year long. I try to draw, at least. It doesn't always work out. There is never always the time, but it's something I try. Let's see, for the hair, that's more of a shading thing. But the hair would be pretty dark black. I'm pretty sure it would be black. So I can color that in black later. In terms of outline, I think we're gonna do this right here. There we go. That is not an eye you want to look into. Let's just say that much. Okay, and then the center, let's color that in. We got some coloring going. We do have to do the crows, but there's some markers. Oh, that blocks the light. That's very sad. Okay, let's put the markers there. I'm gonna just color in the middle because I want that to be done. I don't want anything else to get on there. So. It's not the best black marker. It doesn't hold a very dark color. It lightens up a bit more than I would like. I might want to get new markers. But yeah, that is going through the page. So in order to not pose a risk to my other sketches, I'll have to put some sort of paper underneath. But that is not a problem for now. I can do my, this is like this, oh, here we go. I can just put this underneath if I want to color. But yeah, okay. I was actually quite proud. I didn't even, this was literally from memory. I genuinely drew this from memory. His head is very short, but actually I was quite proud of this. This was from memory. Yeah, let's go back to what we were doing. Off course, getting off course now. Where did my 5 point go? Here's my 5 point. My 5 point's about to run out, so I really have no issue with using up every last bit of its ink on these birds, because who really cares about the birds all that much? The crows will not. I'm going to just color them in plain black, because actually, now that I tell myself that, I feel like I can't convince myself to not put Sharingans in their eyes. But that would take work. Okay. For anyone who says penning is an easy process, that is a big lie. Okay, I could put a, okay, that bird will have an eye. That bird's eye, I'm not so sure about, but I can try to put an eye on all the birds. It won't be detailed, but it'll just be a little red dot with a dot of black in the middle. That's fine. I will do that because they are Itachi's crows. No, but not all of his crows like are always in that detail. I might not do that actually. You know that? Make up your mind. Let's do a feather. There are the feathers of the birds. Let's do this crow now. This one will be interesting. Let's fix his head really quick. I think we need to fix that head up a little bit. Let's fix the head a little bit because we can try and get in more. If we make the head go down quicker, we can get more of a... Get that, yeah. Let's, because at least the beak, there's more of the beak. It's really like that. That's really what tells you it's a crow at the end of the day. So that's actually not the worst thing to try and fit that beak in there. One of my favorite moments in the entire show in terms of comedic value is Naruto getting a crow in his mouth, and a crow crawling out of Naruto's mouth. Genuinely just another instance of Itachi's genius, which I admire very much. Let's see. Now, my conversations will not be substantive because I have to give at least most of my attention to the drawing. Because if I screw up, I will not let myself hear the end of it. There we go. Hey, it's coming together. It's coming together. It's quite a nice drawing. It's always just so satisfying to look at the penned out drawing. Let's see. I don't know how you get people to join a live video though, because I'd be curious for someone to join. I don't know how it works. But I'd be curious for someone to join. I kind of want to have a discussion about this show. It's definitely my favorite. It's by no means a perfect show. I'm not one of the people that's gonna. I'm not delusional. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna act like it's perfect actually in any way. But it's definitely. Let's just do these two feathers. But I have to admit that it holds an extremely special place in my heart, and my best friend James introduced it to me. And ever since then, it's just meant a great deal to me. I mean, I feel just extremely connected to it, and it's really unlike any connection I've ever had to any other form of media, and that's the truth. So, no, I mean, even if I watch a video, even if someone merely mentions the show, I'm almost filled with goosebumps most of the time because it does just mean a lot to me. I don't know, I watched even quite a few of the filler episodes not knowing they were filler. So I have had my share of Naruto. And as terrible as the filler episodes were, and I acknowledge that in the moment. We're doing the feathers down here, by the way. They do have some of the funniest moments because they are so terrible and stupid. So I'm able to appreciate that, but it's also just for my own appreciation because I don't think probably about 90% of people have even watched the filler. You probably had to be following it at the time, which I definitely was not watching weekly Naruto episodes. That is for damn sure. Fake fan. That one doesn't look like a feather at all. I'm just gonna be totally honest about that. Okay. That's better with the eye. I just had to make a change. Okay, cool. I really think I liked Itachi the most when he says, what I mean is that I came to like him the most out of the Uchihas when he said that quote about knowledge and awareness as being equivocal, and that he's discussing the human perception of things and what constitutes human perception, and essentially the idea of illusion and its prominence in our 1 second. Yeah, the idea of illusion and its prominence in our understanding of things, and this idea that knowledge actually constitutes really more space for an illusion than anything else. I had felt that way about people. I guess people prizing knowledge and praising knowledge too, and I always thought that. I guess when I was young, I thought it seems like everyone's just trying to be seem as smart as possible so that they can convince themselves that they're the best kind of thing out there. They're in the best situation. They're doing the best thing. They know best. But it seemed like knowledge was doing just that. And then Itachi said it right to my face. And I thought, well, okay, you understand something clearly. I really do think it's good of him to. It's intelligent of them to have him not only be a genjutsu user, but be a genjutsu user and be wise in regards to those types of ideas, because he's talking about illusions, he's talking about human illusion, and then is also a master of illusions, so it's very appropriate. Let's see. Okay. I think it's time to do a little bit of, let's do this. There is a small share I can do here. Let me get the ruler out. A tiny line I can make there. which would be the headband. Yeah, let's just color that in with, I don't want to do any more penning with this. I might as well, it's a valuable pen, I might as well use this. Which is not a valuable pen at all. I think I stole a total of probably over 20 different people's pens and pencils in my first semester of college, which is a new record for me, I think. Not that I ever brought pencils to public school. When I was in public school, I swear I just didn't bring them, and somehow I never ended up reading them despite having tons of work done on paper. This was obviously before COVID. Then we went online, and that changed everything. That's the headband. Or maybe it's not. Wait, no, that's 100% the headband. I wonder why it doesn't show it as going over that far. Whatever. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Okay, we're gonna get to erasing. Let's start erasing stuff. Oh no, I do not want to spread colored pencil all over this painting, so let's get that off of here. We will not be erasing the colored pencil. It was quite stupid of me to not erase before I did this colored pencil. That's actually pissing me off because that's gonna hugely impact how successful the drawing looks, but whatever. Let's do, maybe not the pen that also just dried. Let's go down here. I really like the Shisui. I'm also super happy with the crow. I put a little more definition in the hairs of the crow, and I think it does wonders for it, to be honest. Let's erase this. Itachi's already been erased, but again, I did some outlining for, oh, is that red? I hope I'm seeing things. I did some outlining for Itachi already and erased him, so he's pretty much done. Did not stream that one though, so there's zero record of that. Let's finish the outline here. I didn't close this pen. Let's finish with the 5.0 down here. I didn't finish the cloak. I'm gonna have it almost look, I was trying to make it look like as if, it's uneven. It's maybe looks more open in some places. That didn't really go off how I wanted it, but whatever. So here I want to keep that for the sake of the shadow. I'll also probably go through and make shadow marks in a second for more of the, oh shoot, yep, I'm erasing shadow marks. That's the nature of erasing after the penning. I do pen over my pencil though, because my pencil lines, because I do not trust myself erasing and then missing stuff. I'm just not there yet. Let's see. I am so happy with the Shisui in the end. I'm glad I drew him. I'm glad I didn't just make it a crow. I really, my fear to not, to leave certain things out really just comes from the fact that I'm worried I do it badly. Frankly enough, if I'd done it badly, I really could have just not worried about it and erased him and done the crow. So I need to try things a little more because I definitely have this fear of messing up. I used to do really nice art, which not even my family knows about, really. I just used to do certain drawings, but the only time I really showed people what I was doing was in at Christmas time or birthday time for my friends. I'd always make them a really nice card, like really, really quite actually impressive custom art, which I was so proud of throughout the years. I think from like 2019 onward, and it was always nice. I have to say, I'm proud of those. But that was all I ever really showed. I mean, it's not like it was good or anything. It's just that I used to do it, but didn't really tell anyone. No, I embrace it and I like it a lot. And for me, it's how I connect to the media I'm a fan of. But it's so funny. I can never like remember, my thoughts about different characters until someone wants to argue with me about it. Then all of a sudden I remember everything. I try to defend the characters I like, and I need to have an in-depth discussion about Itachi with someone. Because Itachi also brings up a really big question about morality, which is, what is the morality of sacrificing? And I think it's a question people ask themselves. It's this idea that's pretty prominent, actually. For example, for, older figure, like mentor figures, parent figures, who Itachi kind of was for Sasuke, big brother kind of deal. I mean, it's kind of a question. It's a dilemma. Like, what would you do? How many people would you sacrifice to save the life of your own kid or younger sibling? Like, wow, that is it is an ethical question. But here I am. I mean, I know I would absolutely do it. I know I would absolutely do what Itachi did. I already said that earlier in this live. I don't think it's nearly as thick up at the top, so go down here. That's just going to be a shading line. I don't know what. I think I'll have to leave that gray. I'm not too sure about that one. The eye looks pretty good. I think we can. Now it's time for some improvement on these. Let's see. Yeah, that's more like what I'm looking for. Good. It's not going on anything important. It's a good eye over there again. Back to focus. Let's see. I think. Okay, that Mangekyou looks a little bit floppy. It's very odd, I have to say. Let's do. I think there's lines like this around the eye, if I'm not wrong. Kenjaku. I've been watching JJK. Quite good. Quite good this season. I have my gripes, but on a whole, it looks like it's going somewhere pretty great. I haven't read the manga at all, so I don't know where it's headed, but yeah, I'm interested. I'm intrigued, that's for sure. I have to be honest, I didn't like that. I thought that I did see the show kind of becoming a Gojo show, and I didn't really like that, because I thought Itadori was at least a likable character, even if he was bland sort of in the first season, which he really was. I mean, I don't know how people can argue that he wasn't. It kind of shocks me when people do that. He was quite a bland character, I think. Just to say, I'm going to start doing some checking just to make sure my shadows are in the right place and everything looks right, and then I'm going to actually get started on coloring. And coloring might have to wait for tomorrow, but tomorrow, I mean, no problem. Do it when I get home from lunch. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm glad we're seeing Itadori for who he is now, but at the same time, there were some episodes where I felt like nothing really happened. And I understand that after talking to my friend, I understand that there were more incremental developments in the characters, and that's very valuable. And obviously, in cases like Nanami, it was our last chance to learn anything about him because he's dead and gone now. Spoiler alert. But yeah. But I didn't like the pacing. I didn't really like. I guess most prominently, I didn't like the flow. I also didn't like how certain characters are basically, I mean, well, yeah, effectively omitted completely. Some of the jujutsu sorcerers from Jujutsu High, Tokyo, uh, Kyoto. I think they I don't know. They could have kind of brought everyone in if they were going to do that. But I don't like, at least that in the case of the episodes, how fragmented they feel. There really were episodes where I felt like nothing happened, and then a different episode, everything happened. And I'd wait 2 episodes for anything really significant to happen. And I get it, but it did kind of disrupt the flow. Actually, I noticed this the most because I didn't watch them live. Let me actually just check that all my stuff is good on this drawing. But no, I didn't watch it live. I watched it over, actually at once I binged the last like 9 episodes of the season because the semester got busy. And I decided at one point that I was just going to wait to binge it on holiday break. And yeah, it really it threw me off. A couple episodes definitely threw me off. I thought, wow, if this had been the episode that dropped this season, I probably would have been a little bit dissatisfied. I know that there were quirks about each episode, and I get that they were good for their own reasons. And I'll admit there were great moments in every episode. I'm not complaining like there was ever one episode that was not good, but the pacing, like, I guess what I'm saying is it didn't help when things were already extremely confusing. And as someone who hasn't read the manga, I had no idea what was going on, and it definitely didn't help the things that were made all the more confusing like that. Let's see. I think there's some shading down here. This one's probably going to be left with some pencil marks, 100%. Yeah, because the outside, let's see what reds we have. Pomegranate red. Wow, I didn't know that was a color. That is absolutely beautiful. Pomegranate is my favorite food actually. What is this one? Burgundy. Poppy red. Let's see poppy red. Poppy red is looking like orange to me. Okay, let's test it out. Pomegranate is a great color. Wow. That kind of looks like what we want. So let's just do it. Let's do it. On the eye. Mangekyou Sharingan. Oh, what am I doing, man? Let's go find tip. What am I doing? Yeah, that's that kind of demon, kind of tainted, darkened red that we really want. See, now I haven't used markers in I don't know how long, so this is going to be a fresh new experience. I'm really actually, in a lot of ways, getting back into this for the first time. I used to love using markers. Let's go here. Yeah, they're not the best quality. It's the truth. It's the truth. The truth. This is kind of a tester, though, so not a big deal, but... You have to go pretty light with them, I feel. Where did my music go in the end? What is going on? I like this one. Actually, wow, I quite like that. The tone on it's got, the colors mix quite a bit. The reds ended up mixing quite a bit, but I'm actually happy with it. It's a really fiery red. I'm not going to close this book though, because then the colors will flop onto each other and then we'll just screw up the whole thing. Let's see, the black and the crows is not going to be a bad idea to start. How do we do the, is there a gray in here? There is a gray. There is a gray. We can do a gray here. I've gotten a notification. No crazy notifications. Good. Life is better without too many crazy notifications. So we'll do the one line of gray and then, oh man, we need to get I need a piece of paper to like scrape off the gunk on the markers, because they have those like those little like the pieces that rub off. Not the highest quality, that is for sure. Damn, I really thought, I thought, wow, these are from Denmark, they're gonna be high quality, but that is an illusion. As Itachi would agree. Okay, so I think if we're gonna do this right, let's erase and let's do gray over it, and we'll make that work. They're actually annoyingly bad. The markers are annoyingly bad. The gunk lines. Oof, I got some of that black ink on my hand. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands after this. Yeah, we'll have to properly do this. You can definitely feel it's Itachi though. I feel like now that's definitely the case. I'm gonna go wash my hand. Okay, so let's do gray. Yeah, I think honestly, that actually does a lot in terms of definition. I'm gonna color in I'm gonna finish off the black here. That's good. And then in terms of there, I think it's gonna be a little bit down the side. Yeah, okay. How would I spell Mangekyou Sharingan? Literal English translation of Mangekyou Sharingan, kaleidoscope copy wheel eye. Wow, that's really something. That is the symbol for it in kanji. Okay, where could we put that? Oh, that's not easy. That is not going to be easy to draw. I will have to draw that somehow, though. Probably right under here, right under the box. We'll just say Mangekyou Sharingan. It's probably the safest place to put it. It's pretty central. I like that, actually. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Oh, uh-oh. We don't want any of that in there. Okay, how will this gray look? Good looking eye. Let's get the sides done here. This is the game of don't go out of bounds. Because if you do, it really throws off the picture. I was just actually really keen to do the eye, so I did it first. I thought it looked pretty cool. It does. It does look actually quite nice. I'm happy with it. Mangekyou Sharingan. Oh, my phone is gonna die if I don't charge it better. I might just go to the live goes and then I'm gonna get to bed. We'll get back at it another night. Unless my portable charger will charge fast, but I doubt it. Let's find out. We'll see. We'll see how fast it charges. Okay, we have Itachi's eye done. We'll have to scrape it another time, but it's clean. That give us a nice close-up view. Thank you, Shisui, for the Mangekyou. And we're on to the crows. Let's do a little eye. It's kind of the idea. Those are the general places I'd put a Sharingan. Let's see, it's gonna have to be a very fine pen. Oh, actually, let's do it. Okay, now we can do the birds. That might have been a good strategy to use earlier. Oh, that went right through. Oh, wow. Let's stick to this side of the page. What if going on live on Instagram would get someone to come in the chat and have a discussion with me? That eye was very satisfying to draw. So it's something about it is just so perfect, and I mean, there's some. I know there's science behind the beauty of eyes, the evolutionary attraction to eyes. I actually do want to know a little bit about that because there really is just something so stunning about all eyes. Tell me, Sasuke, what can you see with those eyes of yours? Or does he say, how much can you see with those eyes of yours? Okay, good. It's not going through. The question is, what should the background be? Okay. if I did like, I could do like, I would want to make it seem like a genjutsu, but it would need to not conflict with the crows. So I need to figure something out there if I want to do that. But I probably should go to bed pretty soon if I want to get up at a good time. Let's finish this off, this little bird up here. I'm probably call it a night. This probably sucks up a lot of my data to do this. Should have thought about that before I started. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. I'm happy to have the record of this. I'll go back and look at it on my channel in, I don't know, 10 years. Maybe I'll be a famous artist by then. A man can dream. Okay. So now it's the itsy bitsy parts. Hideki Kojima. Let's see. What else can we do? Let's finish the feathers out. Let's generally just do some shit on this side. That's what I say. Let's just... I'm glad these are not too impressive, so we're not destroying anything of too much value. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. this is what I wanted to do. I'm actually so happy I've used my time for this. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the feathers finished off. One time I made On Takamaki my Instagram profile photo. On Takamaki from P5. That is not my brightest moment, to be honest with you. Not my brightest moment at all. Probably one of my worst moments. Yeah, but if I'm being realistic, I think it's time to turn it off here. The stream's probably gonna come to an end now. Okay, well, this is what we completed today. We drew I drew Shisui today. I drew the eye today. I had Itachi drawn before. I had Itachi colored before. The fire, of course, and his Akatsuki, which that's actually not where they would go, but I just wanted to put the Akatsuki sign there. But today we drew the eye, we penned the eye, we drew Shisui and the bird, we penned Shisui and the bird. We drew all the additional little pieces like the feathers and the crows, penned them and colored those in. We colored the eye in, and next time, I guess it's going to be finishing the fire, because the fire, I kind of just want the fire to be over with, and I want to have time to think about a solution to the pencil, which I'm not going to be able to get out of there. And then I think maybe we'll do Shisui, but I'm leaning more towards doing Itachi, so we'll have to see. And I gotta put the kanji in there too. Hey, there's quite a bit still to do on this piece, but once it's done, it'll look really clean. And it tells a story, which I'm happy about. I quite like the addition of the crows. They add a unique aesthetic to it. It almost feels like, plus combined with the box, it feels like almost a panel. This almost feels like a flashback when they used to put just pictures on the screen in the anime, when like a picture would come up and then, you know, something else over it, you know, because Shisui's behind Itachi, but then like the crows are in front of him and the eyes in front. I don't know. There's layers to it, so I'm actually not unhappy with how it came out at all. But we're not going to close the book because tonight that stuff needs to dry. And I think that's the end of the night. Well, let's get this uploaded, and cheers to the artistic process.